Hello, my name is Christopher Leffelholtz, and this is the Development Key Review pre-call video for July 26, 2023 for the Development Department. Following the basic format, we have some discussion topics which have not changed from the previous quarter's update. And then we will also go through OKRs as well as metrics. Discussion topic number one is our security and reliability topic. We continue to focus in this area. We have had a little bit of challenges in this area. In particular, our InfraDev issues did spike to 10, but are now back below a rolling 5. So we're working on getting those addressed. And then we've actually made really good progress in our security issues that have been overdue. Originally, we were at 400 plus in early April, and we've been able to reduce that back down to just below 30. So we're working to continue to burn that down the rest of the way, but seeing good progress there. In the availability area in particular, we've definitely had some challenges in the month of July between infrastructure and development. Development in particular has made a change that caused a Sev 1. Due to current rules, we are under an FCL for that team, and they are working to address both reliability issues as well as specific issues out of that incident. We'll continue to focus on making changes at the appropriate level. And we're going to measure the number of FCLs in Q3. We should hopefully keep that below 3 is the goal. And then action being taken now, we have a reminder out about far-reaching impact and feature flag guidance to the team to make sure that they understand that, particularly in the month of July. We've delayed a few deployment rollouts because of the availability concerns there as well. So the intent is to try to keep the rest of the month of July up. And obviously the measurement for that would be any further outages associated with that. In the areas of MR rate and LCP, both of those we continue to monitor, seeing that we're effectively running at about a pretty consistent rate. Both LCP, except for one day, has been reporting really good numbers. And then MR rate for May was about 13, and June was looking to be comparable to May, except for the number of work days was a couple days lower. So that was the adjustment. So it looked like we were running roughly the same rate through those 2 months. We continue on our investigation to OMRT. We didn't make progress on it this past quarter, so we have we're opening an issue to investigate that. And that's shown down in the actions being taken below. In the area of AI, we have had a lot of activity there. In particular, we were working on AI everywhere. This resulted in a number of experiments and code suggestions beta. But after the feedback from talking to the market, we decided that we really should focus on acceleration of code suggestions and GitLab chat. So we're working on both those activities. Code suggestions is really being everywhere all at once. In particular, we've had to build out editor extensions. We've also had to look at support of GitLab Plus for self-managed customers. More languages are being supported through the process. We're switching to from an internal model to Google's Cody model, and we're looking at both higher quality suggestions as well as comparing them against our competitors. And then last but not least, we have scale and stability, and then our fulfillment department will need to work on some activities to support add-on charging. In the area of GitLab chat, it's a little bit farther behind, or I shouldn't say farther behind, but it's going to come after code suggestions. One of the things that we're working on is integrating a bunch of features and functionalities into that, and then changing over from OpenAI to Anthropic is one of the things that we've done recently. Between these two efforts, we have approximately 41 people working on this activity, and that shows our commitment to it. One of the important things to note is that we've really done these via borrows, so other areas of the product potentially be showing slower velocity because of that. We've used 7 expansion hires to start the process of backfilling. Our current focus areas are the editor extension area and the AI framework area. And then you can see our OKR Q3 goals there, which is around mainly code suggestions and shipping of GitLab Chat or Duo. On the OKR front, we're about a week out from the end of the quarter, and we're making solid progress. We're a little bit behind where I'd like to be. Typically, I like to see these closer to 70%. In this time frame, we're seeing them closer to 60% in most cases. What's happened in a few cases, at the very least, is that the team hasn't been able to focus on them as much. As an example, proposing the organizational structure has been slow going, mainly because we've been focused on the activities of delivering functionality rather than changes in the organizational structure. Similarly, the migration has been less of a focus because of focus on DR and other activities related to the database. Seeing pretty solid progress in the other areas. The one nice thing about the rest of our OKRs is that, in particular, the joint product goals, we're at that 70% mark with a week to go. So that's really encouraging associated with that. For Q3, we have the same basis 6 top-level objectives. This follows our yearlies, so we're not changing anything related to that. So we're encouraged by that. As you can see, the continuing to win against GitHub with AI, we've got those listed there, which I've kind of talked about already. We're going to continue to reduce churn and contraction as in the areas of CI, foundations, and shipping temporary licenses. And then we're going to also work to deliver on making GitLab easier to do business with in the various areas listed there. To highlight in this area, we have a lot of activities in the engineering efficiency area. This is particularly around the areas of our long-term objectives in the areas of reliability and durability of the product. So that's why you see a lot of focus there. And then, as you can see, Objective 6 is to continue on our focus of our joint product goals, so to make sure that we're supporting the product team as best we can. In the key metrics update, just highlights the executive summary. Haven't changed any of the indicators' health. Past due infra dev issues could have turned to yellow, but since we're back below 5, I felt like I could leave it as okay. Security issues, we're definitely improving there, so we'll see how we can do in the next quarter. And then LCP looks strong, and then OMRT, as I mentioned, is an area that we didn't get to, but we have a planning issue to basically start investigating that with the help of our in data analytics team in engineering, our engineering analytics team. That's it. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope everybody has a great GitLab day.